Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Brad. This is my channel, Animate Orange, where I put together 3D metal models, and today I bring you a newer aircraft from Metal Earth, the BF-109 Messerschmitt. I think I said that correctly. Anyway, this is one of the newer ones that came out. It looks like, well, it's just one sheet, so it looks like it might be fairly simple, or at least not too complicated, and hopefully a quick-ish build. Although I can see there being some challenge in shaping the body, and especially shaping that cone right there. But let's see if I'm up to it. Let's open this up, take a look inside, and put it together. Messerschmitt BF-109. What's inside? We have one metal sheet and one instructions. We open this up, all the way we've got page 1, the usual fascinations, Metal Earth logos, a line drawing of the model and the sheet, the model number here, a little QR code to scan with your phone, tablet, or other device. Takes you to a 360 view, or you could just type in the web address here. And we have the usual box with one of the parts demonstrating the insertion tabs, fold lines, and insertion holes and what they are. Needle nose pliers are helpful for assembly. Got the legend. E points to the engraved side of a part, NE points to the non-engraved. Non-engraved can still sometimes have engraving on it, usually there to help the part fold, bend, or curve, but sometimes it can get a little confusing as to which side is the engraved and which is not, so pay close attention. Down here we have what I used to refer to as the legend. I still consider it part of the legend. Blue circle, when you see that in the directions at a connection, it means to insert a tab and fold it over 90 degrees. Green triangle means to insert the tab and twist 90 degrees. And a little tip: pull and screw metal tab 90 degrees to tighten. Not a bad tip. And down here we have the diagram, or a diagram, of the one metal sheet, like so, and it points to all the part numbers so you know which piece is what part to clip off, and the directions to put the model together. Moving over to page 2, we have the start of the assembly flowchart, starting of course with part 1, moving on to 2 and how to fold that and add it on to part 1 here, and then part 3 to fold the add on over here. And this says do not remove these pieces, so there's like a couple pieces, arrows here, and I guess that's part of the cockpit, but I could see easily getting confused with tabs and clipping those off, so I have to remember that. And just showing you how to shape it and continue to assemble and add parts. This is mostly all about shaping here, because here's part 4, and you just follow the arrows and the sub-assemblies, putting parts together. When you get to the end, flip over to the inside, page 3, continue on to the bottom, and then over to page 4, and follow the arrows. When you get to the bottom, you are completed with your plane. Let's take a moment to talk about the tools that I use. This is my standard set that I use in most every build. I have long needle nose pliers and flat nose pliers, useful for a variety of different things. I have flush clippers that I use to cut the parts off the trees. It makes it quick and easy. And then I have some precision tweezers, one with a very pointed end, one that's had the pointed end ground down slightly, and one with a flat, sort of curved end. Great for getting into curved areas. And then I have a standard set of tweezers with an angled tip. These come in one of the Iconics models, and I love them and use them a lot. When it comes to shaping rounded parts, there are many options. I used dowel rods for a long time. I sharpened the ends of 2 of them with a pencil sharpener. These 2 are great for making cone shapes. Another option is a cheap drill bit set. This set has quite a few different sizes to choose from. Another option is a set of step mandrels. Ring pliers or round nose pliers can be found with jewelry making tools and work wonderfully for curving delicate and or hard to get to areas. We've taken a quick look at the directions. We've got our metal sheet, talked about some tools. I've got some tools set out to get me started. Let's build the plane.
There is a tip in the instructions saying to bend the tabs here in opposite directions. It is a good tip. The tabs need to be bent over for lack of room, and bending them in opposite directions help keep them in place, keep them from wobbling in one direction or the other. I found shaping the body of the plane to be a surprising challenge. Things just did not want to go my way. I tried to put a curve into the body, but it was not going smoothly. Perhaps if I had it to do all over again, I would have gone about the bending a little differently and possibly done a better job. I found getting the cockpit in place was another royal pain. I gave up trying to get one of the rear tabs in place and just folded it over out of the way after a considerable struggle. Be sure to bend over the tabs holding the parts on the wings. There's not enough room inside the wing for a twisted tab, and things will not fit properly if you do not fold them over.
and I present the Messerschmitt BF-109, what I thought was a rather simple looking plane. It's not a lot of parts, but shaping that body, if you didn't notice in the video previously, it's kind of a nightmare, or at least it was for me. I had a lot of difficulty with making it turn out this nice, the exception of the cockpit area, which I just can't quite get looking like I wanted to. It turned out okay. This build took a little over an hour to do, and again, a lot of that was just trying to shape the body and get it right, and a lot of adjustments in second tries and third tries and whatnot. The front cone was one of the things I was worried about in the beginning, actually come together rather nicely and rather easily and rather quickly. So that, I think I did a pretty good job on. It's just shaping that body was the real challenge of this plane. Nothing else was difficult about it, honestly. Just getting the shape of the body and getting that cockpit area inside of the body were the real challenging parts. Beyond that, came together nice and easy. So there's another one in the aviation, long line of aviation from Metal Earth. It is not a easy model, but it's not that difficult beyond the shaping, and you may have more luck than me. It's certainly not one of the more difficult planes or helicopters to put together. But I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below. I've started a Patreon, so if you like these videos, you want to see them keep coming, consider giving that a visit. I'll have the link in the description down below. And as always, thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.